Today we are reviewing the best irons of 2025 for mid-handicap golfers. And I have picked out my top 4 performers this year to review, to test, to see which one comes out on top. In the form of the Srixon ZXi5, we have got the Mizuno JPX 925 forged, we've got the Callaway Ai200 and the TaylorMade P790. So these 4 irons have really stood out for mid-handicap golfers, and really when you're in this category you're looking to blend several aspects to help you with the correct decision. Okay, so really the first one is aesthetics. Okay, so aesthetics are important, the looks of the golf club are important. Now to me, looking at all 4, I think the standout is the Srixon ZXi5. I think they've done a great job in, you know, this kind of polished finish, if you like. Looks really premium from behind, looks like it's going to give you a bit of help as well. And also in that playing position, I think it looks great too. I think the P790 TaylorMade's not far behind, but the ZXi5 certainly wins it, okay? We're then going to look at feel. Feel's important. All of these are forged faces, so feel is important. But the key thing is the numbers, isn't it? How are they performing? We're looking at distance, dispersion, launch and spin are going to be important as well. Looking at that overall consistency, see which iron you're going to hit the greens with most. First of all, let's kick off with the Srixon ZXi5. So as I said, looks, I think it just looks really good. I really like the look of it, behind and in that playing position. Let's hit a few shots, let's see how it feels. That felt really solid. Felt very nice. Some decent numbers there, about 175 total, 116 ball speed. Srixon have focused a lot on this iForge construction, trying to make it feel really nice, really trying to enhance in that feel. And again, talking a lot about this mainframe construction as well, in terms of trying to get the ball speed and the forgiveness. That feels beautiful. Yeah. Hitting that just feels lovely. I have fitted quite a few people for a combo set with these as well, particularly with that ZXi7, the smaller head. So perhaps longer irons in the 5, smaller in the 7. That's been quite a nice combo this year. Yeah, feels lovely. Nice high ball flight. Decent spin there at 5,200. Seems to be ticking the boxes so far. And quite consistent as well. Certainly in terms of that ball speed, we're getting quite a lot of consistency. Suggests it's fairly forgiving. Again, just strangely, just seems to be coming out a bit high. You know, think about your own game, guys. You know, if you're somebody that hits it low, then height could be a good thing. That just seemed to be just popping up in the air a little bit. Slightly off the toe there. Really impressed. Good looking iron, felt nice, performed well. Ever so slightly high, but we'll see how it compares to the others. Okay, so now into this Mizuno JPX 925 forged, okay? Very much trying to blend the tech of the JPS hot metal, put it in this forged face to get a really nice, you know, mid-handicap golfers club, okay? And again, in that playing position looks great. Decent sort of footprint on there, so should be relatively easy to hit. And yeah, every time I hit this shot, I'm always surprised at how nice it feels. You know, quite different compared to the others in this category. Just feels nice and soft. Just a touch off the bottom there. Might just see that ball speed and distance drop. But again, the forgiveness is there. That felt nice. Yeah, really solid hit. Nice and straight. Take that all day. Good again. Some good ball speed there, just touching 120, near enough there. Yeah, definitely getting some good power out of this. Some good distance. Yeah, good again. Yeah, this again feels good, you know. Feels a bit softer than the Srixon. performing as good. Doesn't seem to be popping up quite as much, despite, again, they're all similar loft, about 30 degrees. Yeah, I felt great, must admit. You know, very consistent, you know, numbers wise there, really solid. Very, very good from Mizuno. Now into the Callaway Ai200, released earlier this year with that 300, the slightly thicker head. Going for the Ai200 here, very much for your sort of mid to low handicap golfer. Looking down at that, you know, certainly a slightly smaller footprint. Looks very nice. Yeah, similar flight to that Srixon, just seemed to pop up a touch. Yeah, felt good. Spin was just a touch low. That's something to be mindful of. We do want that spin at least 5,000 really with this type of golf club. I felt great. Really nice. Yeah, I think they've done a good job here, Callaway. A nice feel off that forge face, but again, you can feel the speed as well. So it's given me a nice blend really. Good again. Yeah, really like that. Nice and straight. Really good. Yeah, it's given me some good consistency, this. Really like it. Just the spin numbers ever so slightly low there, 4,600 on that one. Nice. Again, just that low spin number, slightly concerning, but on the whole, felt great, really did. I think it's going to be tough to pick a winner out of these today. But yeah, really impressed there from Callaway. And finally, into the TaylorMade P790. Great looking club, 5th iteration now of this hollow bodied club from TaylorMade. Super popular, you know, very much for your mid-handicap golfer. And really, TaylorMade just tweaking it every time, not making major changes. It's performed well from in the past. This looks better than its predecessor from the 23 model. They've kept similar tech, speed pocket, speed foam air, very much trying to blend looks, feel, forgiveness, speed, everything we're looking for in this type of iron. Yeah, felt good. Good ball speed there, 120, nice and straight. Yeah, nice. Again, similar to the Callaway, just a little bit low with the spin. Slightly concerning. But yeah, very nice. Yeah, that was better spin number there. Just feels really easy to hit this one. Yeah, really good. Certainly in the past, this P790 at times has been criticised for getting the odd flyer coming out with a bit low spin. From the fittings I've done this year, I've not really seen that as much. Definitely seems more consistent with the spin number. Feels nice. Really solid. Yeah, good. Yeah, it felt nice as well. I think overall, I think I hit them all quite similar. So I think it's going to be a very fair test looking at the numbers, seeing which one comes out on top. I honestly haven't got a preference. You know, if anything, if I had to pick two that I enjoyed hitting, probably P790. I enjoyed hitting the Mizuno because it was soft. The other two I loved as well. If anything, Srixon felt like it was coming out a bit high. But let's take a look into the numbers. Let's really rely on the data. Let's see which one comes out on top. Quick break. If you're enjoying this video, want to take your game to the next level, I've put together a short practical ebook to help you find the right golf clubs for you based on your swing, budget and skill level. Whether you're a beginner or upgrading after years on the course, you can grab it right now using the link in the description below. It'll save you time, money, frustration. As a bonus, I'm offering a free online lesson when you buy the ebook. Back to the video. So starting with the dispersion, pretty much as I expected. You can't really you can't really pick a winner there, can you? You know, they're all quite similar. The red one, what's that, P790? Maybe a touch smaller, but really, I don't think there's much in it at all. I think we need to look at the numbers. Okay, so looking at the numbers, and again, I think what's important for you guys, think about what's most important to you, because just because one club has more ball speed, you might not need distance, okay? So think about your own game, which is the most important thing for you, okay? So, ball speed, from left to right, P790 there, out on top, 120 miles an hour. The others at like 116, 117. That does correlate to distance, doesn't it? More distance with the P790, 177 for 186. Callaway in at second, 171 for 181. And the other two quite similar, 167 for 175. Launch angle, yeah, as I expected with the Srixon, it just felt like it was popping up a little bit. Don't know why, didn't feel like I was striking it any different, but it was coming out that 1 degree higher. Overall height was quite similar, wasn't it actually? Although the higher launch with the ZXi5, it did have apex of 108, which is the highest, but not that much higher, other than maybe the Mizuno at 101 feet. Spin number's crucial for me. The best spin number was the Mizuno at 5,500, just under, and the others were sort of hovering around 5,000, just under, certainly with the TaylorMade. And then in terms of the side, really, again, not a lot, is there? Plus or minus 17 feet with the TaylorMade, 19 feet with the Callaway, 24 feet with the Mizuno, 19 feet with the Srixon, so not a lot at all. Land angle, again, pretty much as I expected, the steepest with the Srixon, and then the others were sort of 48, 49 degrees. So interestingly enough, there's not a lot to split them in terms of the numbers. Now, looking at the way I hit them, the way they felt, I do think it's going to be a close call between TaylorMade P790 and the Mizuno JPX 925 forged. Really not a lot. If I had to pick one, probably the Mizuno, only on feel, okay? Performance wise, TaylorMade did it as well. It really will be a coin toss. I think I'd probably have to do more testing, but just edging it, because the performance was so similar, slightly better feel, I'll go for the Mizuno JPX 925 forged.